Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today to continue with the tarot readings for the Cancer season for the Cancer Korean celebrities. I had been reading for idols, for some members of K-pop idols, but today I was thinking about, also reading for another actor, and I'm going to do this for Gong. I believe I read for him. During the ideal romantic partner seasons, but yeah, he's very, very loved. There's a lot of fans here in my community, so yes, let's see what the cards have to say for him. I believe his birthday is coming very soon, so yes, let's do this. Let's start with the cards that he got. Gomju got the card of Page of Cups, the Magician, Nine of Swords, the Handman, and the Star. And from the Oracle, he got the card of Sun in Aquarius, Idealism. Um, it's very interesting how his energy shifted. I actually think that he started the year very well. Like there's something about him receiving very good news, receiving a lot of good feedback, also a lot of love from people around him, from the audience, and also probably from his family, his close friends, and actually, like, I don't know, I get that this man definitely he receives a lot of offers of love, and either people praise him a lot, or he actually means a lot emotionally for the people around him, that probably people like really admire him as an individual, but also that I don't know if maybe that the characters that he played in the past were very sentimental for some people, or um, people got very attached to his characters, that there's this sense of like, okay, please receive my love. I'm here to let you know that I love you, that I love everything that you do, and definitely this affects also in a positive way. It does affect the propositions that come his way. Definitely I sense that instead of him being the guy that offers something to someone, I believe he's always in the receiving end, or at least for this year. This is the feeling, of him, like receiving a lot of praises, a lot of gifts, a lot of presents, and feeling very honored, being like, wow, really, like, thank you. Um, I feel honored that you feel that way about me, like, I feel, like, I think that, in this case with the magician, I definitely think that he is pretty much in control of the image that he wants to portray. Like, I don't know if maybe in the past he had scandals or not, but I would dare to say that he didn't. Like, there's something about him being very much in control about being a great entertainer, being also very professional and also in control about what he shows and what he doesn't show to the audience. And I think that this is very important also for him to feel like he is in control after all. I believe that probably, in his roles, or the roles that he shows, or how people view him, it's always in this romantic kind of vibe. But I definitely think that he is a very individualistic person, that, yeah, he has feelings, he's soft, but also he's a very, he's like a boss himself, he's like the one that he represents himself, he tries to do everything on his own, he's very professional, and also he's very intelligent, and he is very much in control of his business, or what people do with his image, and always like being in control about even what people say of him. Like I sense that him, but not being in control, like in an obsessive way. But I think that he had always been smart. This is the feeling that I get, that he'd always been a smart guy. It's like he knows his role, and it seems like he's much more than an actor. I don't know if he's like this really loved and beloved celebrity, that he feels that he has to behave a certain way, and that he has to be the best, all the time, to not disappoint the audience, and for him to do this, he has to be in control of what people think or say of him. Probably he doesn't share that much. He's very good at setting boundaries as well, because it's like, and I think that this is very important, because this is not the first time I pull cards for him. And I always get these feelings of like, okay, if you want to know about my love life, you are not going to get it. There's something about him actually, like, me energetically as a tarot reader, I feel like he puts boundaries already. Like, it's like, I will not talk about this, or I will not let you see about this. Like, because if you notice, we start with a very romantic card, like the page of cups. It could be emotional, but then we have the magician. So the magician is like, hold on a minute. It's like, hold on a minute. I'm going to be the one that is going to shape, like, I'm going to shape your experience in here. There are some things that I will let you see, and there are some others that you will not be able to see of me. And I think that this is what he does. And it's very intelligent, it's a very intelligent tactic, but I definitely think that he's not someone that you're going to maybe get off guard. He's someone that probably he never relaxes. He's like always in control, and that he's very strategic about it. Very smart, always on top of things. But also here with the Nine of Swords in the middle, I wonder what's going on with him, mentally, because it seems like he has been doing very well, mentally. Like, there had been some worries, or maybe some, like, a bit of intrusive thoughts, and maybe nightmares, or just overthinking in general. So I think that definitely this has to do with the magician. This has to do with him being the one always in control. Probably this does generate a lot of stress in his life, to be so controlling, and to be always having this need to manage things, because even I know he has people that manages things for him, but he's like, no, this is not good enough. I have to do it myself. So he's also very critical, he's very much like, he's a manager, his mentality is like of a CEO, like he being a boss of himself, like, him being like, okay, I have to work on this, I have to, and there had been some worries on his mind. Probably has to do with his career. Probably there had been offers, like I mentioned in the beginning, but they are not good enough. And he's in this period here with the Handman that is like, I feel stuck. He feels like he had been hanging in the air for so long. Like, he's like, I I wish I could make my mind and be like, okay, I will do this. I will join this project, or I will start this project. It seems like he had been very, like, a bit picky about projects, and I'm sure that he had been, like, offered a lot of things, like probably possible, scripts and stuff like this, and new projects. And he feels honored, really. But I think that also, starting with the page of cups, there's a pattern also in energy. There's a pattern of the page of cups is the romantic proposition, the lover, the young lover, and the magician is also the person that is in control. So this sort of also lets me know that this is the dynamic that probably he usually plays in K-dramas, or probably that when there's like a K-drama role, he's usually like the boss in the relationship, or he plays like the powerful, handsome guy, that he's the like the one in control in the relationship, and he's like the cold, rich man with the heart of gold, like the energy of the Page of Cups would represent, him deep inside being a hopeless romantic. So I think that there's something about maybe these roles being a bit repetitive, and him being like, oh, you want me to play this again? Like he somehow is having some conflicts with that image, because I believe that this is actually he had somehow followed this, like people love to see him in these kinds of roles, so he had been like, oh yeah, like, yeah, I'm sure I will do something like this, but he probably wants to do something different. He wants to do something riskier. He wants to try a different role. He probably wants to do a role of someone that has lost their mind. Someone that is crazy, like a crazy character, like a psycho, something like that. Someone that is like going crazy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. This maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe guys, you should. Sometimes I say things that don't make any sense. But if he ever plays these kind of roles, please come back to this video and let me know if he ever gets this sort of role where he plays a crazy person. Because I sense that he wants to experience this. He wants to experience like playing a role of someone that is not so stereotypical. It's not the typical stereotype of the rich guy with the heart of gold, that he is like the savior and he's like the prince charming, and that he plays hard to get, but at the end he falls in love with the poor female lead, and he's like, I have so much potential that I wish I could give more deepness to my characters. And also I think that there's a part, because him being a Cancer, probably he also has like this, he would want to play like a role in this sort of fantasy novel, like probably he loves the fantasy aspect um, of some projects. But yeah, here with the star, definitely the star is like, as the last card is a sign of, he actually could be, with all this confusion and him feeling a bit overwhelmed, he could be like, needing this time to reflect, and actually this reflection can help him get this opportunity of him playing this role that is out of character of anything that he played before, and that this new role could actually launch him to success again. This is a role that he could be like the main lead, of course, not just like a co-star, like just like a secondary character. This is like a one of a kind opportunity that he would want to. Maybe he has like a dream of like being in a Marvel movie or something like that. Something a bit fantastic, a bit like futuristic. But I don't know. I believe he has done something like this in the past. But he wasn't satisfied with the results of the past. So this is why I think that he's looking to improve his experience as an actor. He's like, yeah, I've been doing well, but I want to challenge myself. I definitely want to do better next time. And I want to be the center of attention. I want this movie to be about me. you know. And then I see the stars and I'm like, oh, could this be like this kind of futuristic, like kind of in the sky kind of thing? But I don't know. I think that definitely that role will come. I don't think it will come this year. Probably the beginning of next year. He's going to get this major opportunity that is going to come his way. This is why I think that he shouldn't try to rush his process, because even though he's not satisfied and he feels stuck, there's a reason why he's stuck. Like there's a reason why he's feeling so sensitive, so uncomfortable. It's because in this uncomfortableness, he's starting to see that he wants to set himself free from old patterns, and that he wants to create he wants to connect with creativity again. He wants to break the mold. He wants to be different. He wants to create something different. And I believe that this is a feeling that he hasn't experienced before. It seems like he's a guy, like I said at the beginning, he's very loud. He's very loud. So he had always been very comfortable in his roles. He doesn't regret anything. But now, since he's like getting older, he's like, I want to introduce some originality to my roles. Like, I really want to make it. I really want to make it. Like he knows he has the influence to get any role. But he's like, I don't want any role. I want the role. I want the breakthrough role. I want, and definitely he will get it, because I think that it is in his destiny, to be a star. So this is why I think that his energy is very much focused on his job, and I don't see anything related to relationships nor connection. I actually have the feeling that he's a loner. In this, I don't mean that he doesn't see people. Actually, he has friends. He has a great group of people around him, but he's very much reserved about his love life, because he's like, okay, you want to read for me, great, but I'm not going to show you any kind of gossip. This is about me as the image that I portray. And then, yes, because then he got the card from the Oracle Sun in Aquarius, that is idealism. So see, he is an idealist. He is someone that he believes in an ideal. He's connecting with this idealism. He's connecting with this energy of like, I know I'm different, and I know I can introduce novelty. I can introduce something different from what I've done before. And this year I have this strong urge, to push myself and get this. Instead of him settling for the predictable role of him being someone's love interest, he's like, I want to do something more risky. So yeah, definitely he's changing. I believe that he's like getting bored of his routine or something, and he's like, I know I have to change something in my career, because I'm not satisfied, and this is the moment. If I don't do it now, I don't think I will be having the same possibilities in the future. Because I sense that he's a very competitive guy. So he knows, he studies his competitions. It's like he studies the market. He studies everything. He always has a lot of information, about what's trending. He's very knowledgeable. But he's like, I want to keep promoting my image, and I want to keep being this influence also. This is why I think that he's much more than an actor, because with the card of idealism, I wonder, and also with the card of the magician, I wonder if he is also like this social activist, or if is he involved in politics or something like that, because it seems that he has an ideal, he has a vision, where he wants to use his popularity or his influence to do more for society. So this is why I know he's not just an actor or a famous actor, he's much more. So he wants to do more, maybe, I don't know, create more, like charities or something like that. He wants to make like a more impact on the community and help others, with his influence and with his fame also. So this is very selfless also of him. I believe that he's very, he likes to donate. There's something about him being very selfless. So because he knows he can. He knows he has the resources, he has the power, so he's like, I want to make a difference. Because for him it's about this. This is about this is his purpose in life. To change people's lives, So yes, this is beautiful. Actually, I don't know much about him. If you're a fan, I would appreciate if you give me a sort of feedback. If you know if he has like other activities besides him being an actor, when it comes to, I don't know, giving back to the community, I don't know. But yes, he does give me this vibe of him being very selfless, very generous also. So yes, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.